Hello and welcome back to this episode of momentUM. I'm your host, Savannah Kidd. Coming up on today's show, we talk about Alabama star A.J. McCarron's engagement and recap technology news. We'll also cover campus news, including the upcoming SGA presidential election. But first, let's introduce our fabulous panel. We have Chloe Allen, Sydney Fields, and Sloan Gibby. How are you guys today?
I'm doing good.
It's nice weather.
Yeah, gorgeous weather.
Spring finally, but it's getting into my allergies. Like, I'm getting sick. It's bad.
Same here. So, do you guys know what today is?
It's
April Fool's Day.
Have y'all been fooled yet?
No,
nobody's tried anything on me today. I'm
today.
surprised.
The only thing, I was on Twitter earlier, and somebody retweeted this thing where it was like, all-you-can-eat nugget day at Chick-fil-A, and I was like, okay, I don't know if this is real or this is a prank.
It's a cool prank.
I know,
It is a cool
it's the
prank.
greatest thing I've ever heard. I think it's supposed to be like in 2 Saturdays or something, but I didn't know whether to believe it, but if it is, we should totally
Do
go.
not play with me right now, Chick-fil-A.
No.
Uh-huh. Have y'all heard of any other, pranks going on, or?
No, not really. You know, sometimes you see oh, I'm engaged or oh, I'm pregnant or something.
I did that
like
my senior year. Trey and I, we're engaged now, but in high school, our senior year, we did that as an April Fool's prank, and we got our teacher to believe us, and she told me to give him the ring back. She's like, no, you're not. Give him that ring back.
Oh my gosh.
'Cause I had a fake Claire's ring on that day, and
Oh,
it was
wow.
so funny.
She was very concerned.
We didn't get past 5 minutes, so she's like, wait a minute.
Oh my gosh.
What day is it?
4 years later. Aww, that's awesome. Anyhow, I saw where some companies did some advertisements. So, actually, I'm not sure if the companies created them, but somebody created them to try to fool people about these companies. And one was, it was a Domino's pizza box made out of bread. You order a pizza and the delivery box itself is made out of the bread too, which I thought was
That's awesome.
interesting. Yeah. And what was another? Oh, the Google Maps. Have y'all ever used Google Maps? There was another one called Google Naps where you search to find the best place to rest. I guess a local park bench or
wow.
That's a good
wherever.
question.
I mean, I totally use it. Find a place to nap in public. And the last one, do you remember? I think it came out in 2000. The old Nokia phones.
Yes. Yeah.
Like the
They can survive
blue, the
anything.
rocks, basically. They said they redesigned the Nokia phones. Yeah, I wonder if they still had Snake on them.
I know that's all I ever
gosh.
used one
Yep.
for is to play Snake. I actually used my parents. I didn't have one.
Yeah, you
That was
play
my
Snake or
first one.
Battleship on there.
Yeah. And the new ones had bowling. It was so exciting.
Oh, I know.
It's a step up.
And think about 10 years later.
Well, have you guys heard about the woman who spent $25,000 on plastic surgery to try to get to look like
That
Jennifer
is
Lawrence?
insane. She doesn't even
She doesn't look like
No.
her now.
That's a waste of
insane.
25,000.
Oh my gosh.
She got liposuction
And there's her before.
Oh my.
to her body and face. She got a breast
That's so
augmentation,
sad.
and she got fat grafts to her cheeks and her butt. And the plastic surgery took 6 hours, and she does not look like her.
Yeah, that's her now, but she's still.
I would love to hear what Jennifer has to say about
I know.
this.
Yeah, she's all about being you.
For
Yeah.
herself, and she doesn't really care about
Body
body
image.
image.
Yeah, exactly. She just wants people.
This girl modeled after the wrong celebrity.
Exactly.
And she looks nothing like her.
No,
That's
not
the
at all.
$25,000 down the
A
drain.
drain. Well, speaking of celebrities, big news around here. Alabama's A.J. McCarron just got engaged to his girlfriend,
Yeah.
Catherine Webb. I know.
And
roll
that
tide.
rocks, man.
I know. Have you seen it? Aw, look.
So
He
pretty.
Yeah,
apparently
she
designed
tweeted that
it.
picture.
That's really cute.
Yeah, I heard that he designed the ring himself,
Aw.
It's pretty.
which,
Yeah.
I don't know, could have meant he went to a jeweler and was like, hey, what's pretty?
yeah.
Or Pinterest.
Yeah,
Pinterest. Pinterest is probably
Definitely Pinterest.
It's the go-to.
I just don't understand the big hype about him. I understand he's cute, but what makes
Yeah.
AJ McCarron so, I don't
know.
He was just a good quarterback. Just a
You're in
gym.
Alabama,
Yeah.
that makes you a celebrity.
Yeah. You're a good athlete in Alabama.
Roll Tide.
Well done.
And her too. She just,
She was Miss Alabama, and
She's pretty.
yeah.
yeah. I mean, she's pretty. I'm just not a big fan.
Yeah, me neither.
I guess it's just a Southern thing. I don't
Yeah.
know. But there is an app that can help people who are suspected of driving drunk, which is really odd to me, but let's take a look.
If you see red and blue in your rear view, perhaps the aptly named Oh Crap app can help. It was designed to tell people what they can and can't do when being pulled over for suspicion of drunk driving.
One of the biggest mistakes people make is thinking that they know their rights.
Attorney Bob Raykemper is one of the creators of the smartphone application. He says it lists basic legal rights, has a blood alcohol calculator, and an emergency "oh crap" button for when a person's being stopped. Hit it and get advice like the less you say, the better, be polite, and lawyer up. But wait, there's more. When you hit that "oh crap" button, it'll turn on your phone's voice recorder, and that'll record any conversation you have with an officer and send it back to a secure server. The audio is potentially valuable evidence if someone wants to fight a charge.
That initial interaction is documented and is recorded, so it's not a matter of what somebody remembers or he said, she said.
But the Lynn County Sheriff has concerns about this app.
It's cute, if nothing else.
He says during traffic stops, using the program could put officers on edge who might mistake a phone for a weapon. The sheriff also worries the app could be used for the wrong reasons.
If it stops you from being intoxicated and drinking, I'm certainly in favor of it. If it tells you how to be intoxicated and drive and get away with it, there may be some concern there.
Creators estimate the app's been downloaded 4,000 times in the year it's been out. They say they don't want users drinking and driving, but hope they'll use the app to stay informed in difficult situations.
People end up in positions and their rights become very important to them, to their family members, to their children, and that's the purpose of this app, is to help them understand what they do and what they don't have to do.
That's insane.
I don't know why they would create an app to like help you do something illegal. I don't know.
I don't know, but I think it's too late for you at that point because you know you're drinking under the influence, and I think it really is. It's too late. You're gonna be written up for
like if it prevented you from driving drunk. Like I think that's a different thing. Like they said in the video.
Legal advice, it should just be don't drive drunk.
Isn't there an app? Didn't they say they had an app that could like tell you like have a breathalyzer or something like that?
I think it was that one.
Yeah, like they should. That would be helpful.
Or like something where you enter in
before you get pulled over.
I know there's like a chart like a general chart that you go by where that has like your weight and your age, and it should calculate like after how many drinks your alcohol levels. So something like that would be helpful.
I know there's like a keychain, like a breathalyzer keychain.
I know you breathe into it, like beep beep beep. No, don't go. Like
yes.
Such a good idea.
If people actually used it,
Yeah.
and then abided by it.
They're probably like, nah, I'm fine. This PJ's broken.
I got this.
Well, going along with technology, it's ever evolving. There was a house constructed that's operated by a smartphone, from the lights to the kitchen appliances. CNN reporter Lori Segal gives us an inside look at what may be the world's first smartphone home.
Welcome to the home of the future.
From the moment you step out of bed.
Fly me to the moon.
In this house, everything is connected by smartphone. It's owned by tech entrepreneur Matt Mullenweg, an investor in SmartThings, the company responsible for all the technology. Your home is smart. What can it do? How does it know you're awake?
Yeah, so it can sense it based on motion, or you can, of course, tell it good morning by hitting the button on the jawbone up, and then you can see the house sort of senses it. The lights are coming on in the bedroom.
Walk into the kitchen.
SmartThings has started brewing the coffee for you.
And the coffee's actually brewing behind me.
The coffee's actually brewing now.
How's your commute? Your kitchen lamp will tell you. Green means no traffic.
You put in your sort of commute pattern, and it checks the traffic, and then it will tell this lamp to change colors based on the timing of your commute.
Your home can even tell you the forecast. Just open the door.
The current temperature is 53 degrees.
SmartThings makes use of a hub that's kind of like a router. Once you've installed it, you can download different apps on the SmartThings platform to control different devices.
Your home becomes programmable in the same way you can put apps on your phone. You can install an app that, what type of coffee do you want to have brewed in the morning?
It seems like something out of science fiction.
Good morning, Tower 1. Exterior contamination index is 85%.
But it's just part of the morning routine for Matt.
What I see happening in the sort of connected home is that right now there's an expensive system, and that's all being radically democratized. Where now you can buy these little cheap devices, control it from your smartphone, and there needs to be a platform for it.
The tech is also being used to keep your kids safe.
The chemical cabinet has been opened.
And here's a cool one. Your connected home plays your music of choice when you step inside.
Let me play among the stars.
It's part of a larger trend of technology moving beyond your smartphone.
It's almost like when you look at the app, you're texting with your home.
Yeah, we wanted to make it very intuitive, so to make it easy, people are used to texting with each other, and we give your home a voice. We call it Hello Home, and you can say good morning, and you can say good night, and have it react around you.
Good night, home. Lori Siegel, CNN Money, New York.
So would you guys like to live in a smartphone home?
I think it creeped me out a little bit too
It
much.
would, like it texts you, I turned off your heat.
Okay. I think the only thing I'd be okay with was the fact that it made coffee in the morning. And there's already an automated coffee maker, so I'm good.
All it makes me think of is the Disney Smart
House
movie.
yeah.
Yeah. Your house is gonna come back
insane.
and kill you.
I know.
There you go. I like how in that movie though, like if you spilled something, it would just
absorb it.
Yeah, absorb it.
Whatever. Just make a mess.
I don't even care.
I don't know. In real life though, it'd be sort of creepy having like this.
Your house text you.
Yeah.
This
talking to you.
computer system, and how much it would cost, I can't imagine.
I can't imagine either.
I don't think it'd be worth it.
Just having clap-on lights.
I'm not that lazy.
Smart house.
Yeah.
Clap on.
Anyhow, moving on to college-based stuff. I'm about to graduate, so it's interesting, I don't know, thinking about like finding a job and actually getting a full-time job, but a study showed that over 260,000 college-educated Americans have minimum wage jobs. So we're all in school, obviously. Do you guys think it'll be worth it when you graduate? Is it a waste of money?
I mean, if you have a pretty good knowledge of where you're going to be going, and if you take the steps necessary to make sure you have a job, then I think that going to college is worth it. Now, some people can argue and say, you know, it's not, but I think that where I'm going, it's pretty worth it.
I think that it also depends on, like, you're not going to come out of college with a high-paying salary.
Right.
And my daddy has always said that, like, if you skip school, skip college, and go, like, if you work at Chick-fil-A or some restaurant and you're working minimum wage, you're working your way up to supervisor, and then somebody who just graduated from college is gonna start working there, and they're gonna, like, their base salary is probably gonna be more than yours, like if they've majored in business or something.
Yeah.
But I think it has a lot to do with just staying focused and knowing you're not gonna come out of college with a high-paying salary.
I worked at a restaurant this summer, and a number of the employees there were recent graduates, and they couldn't find jobs, and they were just working there until they could find something. So I think that that statistic is very real.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people about to graduate that don't know where they're going to work, and I know it's stressful, and but I think it's worth it. Even if it takes me a while to find a job, I've learned a lot here.
Yeah.
And I couldn't imagine that. I mean, that's not a waste. I have a lot of knowledge coming out of here.
Yeah, even if it takes me to find a while to find a job, just the knowledge that I learned here. And I agree with you, Chloe. It's about being prepared. Like, all you can do is just get involved in as much as you can, you know, make the best grades that you can.
Exactly.
And just hope that you have a job when you graduate, you know? So it's hard, but
It's scary.
And especially in our field, like mass communications, you have to make yourself known. You really have to put yourself out there. Internships, getting your foot in the door. That's what they cram into our head from day one.
And a lot of the jobs starting out aren't much more than minimum wage.
Yeah. You just gotta be passionate about what you do.
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, speaking about getting involved, it's that time of the year, SGA elections. The three presidential candidates this year are Tanya Wang, Eddie Davis, and Jonathan Evans. We asked some students on campus what were their thoughts on the presidential elections. Let's take a look.
I voted for Eddie Davis because I think he has a great amount of policies that he wants to employ, and he's very personable with the student population.
I'm voting for Tanya because I've known Tanya a lot since I've gotten here, and she's always in a positive spirit, a positive light. She's done a great job as UPC coordinator. I've enjoyed all the events that she has helped plan, and I just feel like she'll be a great leader to lead our campus and to provide even better things past the UPC events.
I just gotta check out all the different candidates and then give my vote, but I am gonna vote though. I just haven't taken it in consideration yet.
I'm going to vote for Jonathan because I've had a few classes with him, and he seems to take a lot of classes and take his work very seriously, and I respect that in a person.
I think all three are very, very good candidates.
Yeah,
and
very qualified.
It's very hard for even, I know all three of them personally, and I think it's going to be really hard to decide. And I just kind of put voting off for a while. I'm still trying to make up my mind. So
Yeah. And it's interesting. I mean, I have no idea how it's going to turn out, but Tanya is the only woman, so I wonder, if that'll affect anything, since this is mainly women on this campus, or if that has nothing to do with it, you'll never know.
Yeah.
I know OrgSync it's a new system of voting and stuff, and it's been giving a lot of people trouble with that and college night elections.
Yeah. I've been having trouble with college night.
I haven't been able to vote
I haven't
for
figured
college
out
night
how to vote
yet. I know they sent out a banner earlier today about how to get past those problems, but I still haven't had any success. So
it's weird voting.
Tomorrow.
I know.
Tomorrow's the last day, right?
Yeah, I think so. It's weird voting on these people. Like it'll affect me none because I'm graduating. So
right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's who you leave it in their hands.
I don't know. Want Montevallo to succeed and for college night to succeed. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
I know at least that the candidates are really involved with college night as well. So that's kind of,
if you become president, you have to completely be neutral.
Right. That's going to be really hard for
but
them.
I think no matter who wins and how it turns out, the school will be in great hands because, like I said, all three are very qualified candidates that have been involved in everything on this campus, and they're all hard workers. So
I agree.
That's
completely.
good.
Well, you guys, it looks like we have covered everything. So we'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in.